Okay, so there is also a chance that the pilot light on the hot water heater could go out. And this is also a very simple process to relight. Here's our boiler. The hot water heater is just to the right. And I'm going to walk you through the steps of relighting the pilot light. One way that you'll know that the pilot light may have gone out on the hot water heater is if you don't have hot water. So one way to visually check to see if your pilot light is on is to inspect it through this inspection hole. It's kind of a cramped little viewing location, but essentially if you get down here, I'm gonna have to rotate the camera a little bit. See that? So if you're looking straight in to the viewing window, whatever they call it, the inspection window, it's going to be slightly to the right of center. There will be a flame burning. Now, if your pilot light's out, you're not going to be able to see it. But when it's on, that's what it'll look like. Lighting the pilot light on the hot water heater is very similar to the boiler. There is no on-off switch for the electrical supply. So you don't have to worry about turning the power off. All you're going to do is, you notice that the pilot light's out, okay. We're going to go ahead and rotate this past pilot all the way to off. You can see how this little indicator is directly below the off setting. Okay, rotate that to off, and then we're going to wait 5 minutes to let the gas clear out of the lines. So set your timer. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes since we rotated this knob to the off position. So we're about ready to light. I'm going to rotate this thermostat here all the way to its lowest setting. Okay, right there, all the way past vacation. And next, I am going to rotate the knob into the pilot position. Now there's not really a place where it clicks in, but essentially you're going to about where the this little mark lines up with the gap here under the word pilot. Okay, and so now I'm going to be able to press this down all the way, and I'm going to hold it. Now I'm going to put the camera down here, but essentially while I'm holding it, I'm going to repeatedly press this piezo igniter, and that is going to act as my lighting mechanism for the flame. Okay, so I pressed it a few times. I'm still holding down the red button. I'm going to see if I can look through the inspection hole. Doesn't look like the flame went on. Sometimes you have to do it multiple times here. Okay, and I can see, let's see, there it is. There's my flame. So I'm going to continue holding this down for about a minute. And that's just allowing that thermocouple in there to heat up. Okay, now I'm going to release the red knob. And my flame is still lit, so that's great news. Now there's a chance that you follow these steps and the pilot will not stay lit. There's two things you need to try. One, just like in the boiler video, you may not have held down the red knob long enough. Sometimes it could take a couple minutes of holding this guy down to keep that pilot light staying lit. If that doesn't solve it, you may need to press the reset button. And the reset button is right here. This little red button here. This guy. Push that in. It may have popped out, and that resets everything, and then you can repeat the process of lighting the pilot, and it should should light at that point. Okay, so once we verified that our pilot light is staying lit, we are ready to rotate this to the on position. Okay, you can see that's on. And now we can set our thermostat to the desired setting. Usually at this little pin mark here by hot is about right. And you should probably hear the burners turn on at that point and start heating the water. If you don't, you maybe just give it a little bit, give it 5 minutes or so. Go turn on the hot water tap. See if that triggers the burners to come on, and eventually you'll have hot water again.